Here we are. I'm out looking at timber. It's been my Saturday looking at timber. I'm up here in central Missouri, not too terribly far from Warrensburg is probably the closest bigger town to me, if anybody knows where Warrensburg, Missouri's at. We do quite a bit of work up here. Have for the last 5 or 6 years. We've really picked up a lot of new clients up here, but I got an email here a few weeks ago about a gentleman. This is just recreational ground. A lot of this ground up here, people from the city, from Kansas City, have it for recreational property. And he contacted me wanting to look at doing a harvest. I said, sure, I'll come look at it, which it worked out because I had a couple other jobs I lined up to look at the same day. So this is the first of 4. But we're on a little creek. It's frozen, as you can see right here. It's we've got a little snow on the ground. It was cold this morning. It was 2 degrees when I woke up. But everybody wants to know how we find so much walnut. Well, man, I hunt this stuff down. You can see here. That's a pretty good tree there. That's a pretty good walnut tree. That's tall and slick. It's probably, just guessing, I bet it's 20 foot, 16 inches. Just a rough guesstimate. The first log in it where it needs to be cut up there. Of course, there'll be some lumber on top of it, but this is just a little 21 acre piece of ground here, just on this little creek. But man, this gentleman's really got some good timber here. He said his oak's dying, which is a pretty common deal here in Missouri. There's a lot of oak dying here in the southwest and central part of Missouri. But you can see that walnut tree there. It's getting ready to wash out. That water comes whipping around this bend and cuts under it there. So it's probably gonna be one of those deals where either you cut it or lose it entirely. But some of these trees are pretty good size. Jump back in the old handy dandy Toyota 4Runner here. Jamming out, we'll quit that. See if we can ford the river again. I'm not trying to do a Toyota commercial, but man, these things will go anywhere. I love Toyotas. Especially for as much driving as I do. They're comfortable and they get around good. And you can see these are some big cottonwood here. I mean, these are some big cottonwood. The gentleman really does. Let's pause this and we'll get out and we'll look a little bit more. He really does have some good timber. There's another big cottonwood. That thing there is just a behemoth. My gosh, that monster. But this lowland, you know, on this side of the creek here, this lower side's where the walnut's going to grow. And you get up on the high side over there, it's all oak. Here's a pretty good walnut here. It's got some size. Excuse me, got some size to it. Be tricky to cut. You always got to watch these trees. Got these crotches that coming off of them when you cut them, especially when it gets cold like this. They'll if they hit that crotch, they'll pop that thing all the way down the middle. So you always got to be careful cutting them in the cold weather, really any time, but especially when you got high dollar trees like this. So we'll probably end up putting a little bid in on this job here. It's like I said, there's some oak, and I think I counted 31 or 32 walnut trees. And I've already got some jobs in the area to cut coming up, so if we could get this, it'd just kind of sweeten the pot up here, so to say. I mean, those are big cottonwood. I always hate these cottonwood from a distance. They always look like walnut trees, and it's always a good way to get you really excited and then smash your hopes and dreams. We don't have a ton of cottonwood down where I'm at around Stockton there. It depends on which direction you go. You can go one way and you get into the creeks and bottoms and there's more cottonwood. Then you go the other direction, you're back in the hills. And that is a horse of a tree right there. My gosh. There's another walnut standing right there. Pretty good tree. There's several walnut back along the creek there. A lot of them are just lumber logs. They've got some size to them, but they've got too many defects and problems to be high dollar logs. Or they'll just cut out probably heavy lumber the size of the logs they are. The 8/4 stuff. It's a good day for it. Good day for looking at timber. You ain't got to worry about breaking a sweat today. Guys, we're gonna jump back in the old Toyota here and get on to the next job. I'm gonna write down some information on paper, kind of what I've seen here, so I can kind of calculate something up to tell this gentleman. Because I'd sure like to cut these. I'd like to work for him. We're gonna get out of here and get on to the next one. But guys, thanks a lot for following our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to that channel. You can find us at Turner Logging on Instagram. You can find us at Turner Logging on Facebook. We just rolled over 40,000 followers on our Facebook page. It's amazing, guys. Thanks a lot. It's power of social media right there. But thanks for that. We're going to get on down the road and get to the next one. So guys, we'll talk to you later. See ya.